Hey, hi everyone, this is Safraz Khan, and I'm super excited today because I'm wearing this beautiful, beautiful gift which was given to me from the Angami community by my distributors. And this is honor and respect, and I really want to thank each and every one. And I have a lot of other these kind of waistcoats and these kind of beautiful tribal collection which I have in store with me, and I'll make sure that I make videos with these, and I really want to give back this beautiful the gesture which I get, and I want to show the people in Bombay and to all my friends that how respected this whole idea of gifting your leadership such a beautiful attire which makes me look good and gives me a good kind of thing of confidence. And I really love this what I'm wearing today. Thank you, Ado. I think it's from the Angami community. I really want to thank each and everyone from Nagaland to really give me the honor and respect. And today I'm just creating this fast video to make people understand about small changes what can make a lot of difference in network marketing. Now, network marketing is something which we need to understand. A lot of people really lack the kind of basics of this industry, and no matter how long you have been in this industry or how powerful you are in this industry, but what you need to understand is how this industry can really be gift to you or an abuse to you, right? So without wasting your time, I'll just get started immediately now. Looking at any top earners at network marketing, what do you like to what is the one advice I would like to tell you is, you if you want to be growing and you want to be successful in network marketing, you always have to be a student of this network marketing, because once you be a student, you will always go and see a lot of improvement within yourself, because we also have to keep improving, because if we don't improve, we don't see the major changes happening for us. And if that doesn't happen for us, how do you take that to your team? So how do you become good mentors? How do you become good leaders? So the basic is about being a student. Now, to build a successful business, you need to be also a responsible adult, because you can't be like a person you're just picking up the profession and not giving justice to the profession, not learning about this business. So you have to be an adult who can really network. It's about fulfilling the requirements of this business. It's very important that we take this business seriously, and that's the reason I like to train and educate my team on the basics of this. So today, the whole idea in totality about the framework about this network marketing is, how do we really take this business and how do we make the changes happen for us? Because if these changes don't happen, then there's a big problem, right? So I'm going to share you a quick story, a story which was a very great learning for me in my network marketing career. And the story talks about the story of this British cycling Dave Bradford, who was basically appointed as a director of professional cyclist in Great Britain, and he was to build up the performance with the Great Britain Cycling Institution. Why? Because previous to this, the Great Britain in 1908, since 100 years, just had won one gold medal in the Olympics. Other than that, they had no major kind of ranking achievements before that. So this was something which was 110 years failure to the Brits. So they really wanted to have this changing big time for them, because this was disaster, and many of the top cyclist companies don't want to supply their cycles to Brits, because they thought that if they supply to these people, they may lose a lot of business, because they may feel that their gears don't work. That's the reason Brits are not performing. So a lot of people were scared to even supply their kind of good quality product to people on a failure. So this is what happens, and this was something which was concerning, and this was something which needed to understand and needed to address. So when Dale took in the charge of the performance director, he wanted to really see this happening, and he wanted to make marginal improvement. He didn't want to do anything big, and he didn't want to make disaster with that. So he really wanted to see how things could go easy, and what could be the benefit of riding institution. What if he was a rider, how would you see it, and what would be the comforts he would like to do and reinstate with his team? So he put his team on a task to, because the coaches began to make small adjustments, so he wanted them to expect that the cycling team needs to be redesigning. So there has to be a lot of new structuring of improvement, and the improvement should not be very big. It has to be only on a small percentage. So he wanted the changes to happen only on a 1% scale. He didn't wanted anything to happen drastically. So because what happens in life, when we take up a job or we do something, like we get associated with something, we want to make major impact, and that what happens is when we do major impact and we can't perform to that same level on a long term, and what happens is we get into the bad habits and we lose the good habits what we created, because you can't perform at the same scale 100%. So the improvement has to be done. So what Braid what Mr. Braille Ford did was he tried to make the small improvement with his coach's help. He wanted to make first thing was with his cyclists to give them the comfort of long term. If they're going for a long ride, they had to have the comfort of their seating, right? So he made the seats very comfortable. Same thing, he rubbed alcohol on the rubber of the tires so that they could get better grips. Same thing, he created this electric heated overshots to maintain the ideal muscle temperature of these cyclists, so that in whenever they're cycling they don't have these muscle cramps, and they don't have too much of ache to the muscles, so they can maintain. And these new attires which were aerodynamic and were lighter, and which was improved to get the performance better, so they were tested with different fabrics, they were tested with different conditioning, so that even if they went to the coldest weathers, they could maintain their muscle temperature, so that they can give better performance. Same thing he wanted to see with the cyclists, what exercise suited them, and they monitored them personally. They tested different types of massages gel on them, which was faster on the recovery. They also appointed doctors, and they made these doctors work on them to teach them right and good habits, how they can stay away from diseases and bacteria, and they don't get infected by flu during these tours, so how they can improve in their own personal hygiene patterns. So they were trained on every little bit of it, and that improvement kept getting better and better, and the performance started picking up. And this was something which was really a good news for the Brits, because this was really something which the British cycling was missing big time, and this was not major any big changes. And this changes showed up immediately after he took his job in 2007. And then after that, he just, within 2 years from there, they won the Olympics gold medalists, and they were 60% of the gold medal which were available with the Brits. And after that, they were also taking up the 2015, 16, 17 Olympics, where they improved their performance. And then this 10 years of the British cycling after his takeover from 2007 to the current, they had like never won Tour de France, which is one of the best event for the cycling fraternity, and that was something which was never given to Brits. And after that, 5 years in a row, they did that, and they took that in style. So this is what happened. So this what did he do? As he became the performance director in the Brit Cycling Institution, he did marginal changes of 1%, taking the basics of it, and by improving the simple changes, he could see the difference happening. So this is where we basically miss out. So we have to see that why small habits can make the big difference. So this is why I want to talk about network marketing. And as a network marketer, we need to understand that it is overestimated about importance of defining moments, that we value making small improvement. We think it's too small and it's not going to convince, and the massive success requires massive changes and action. It's not true. You actually can start with simple, like being into network marketing business. So you can have different assumption, you may having a different laws over your leadership, and you may reveal different things about your business. But see, today it's about the right motive. If success is a product of good habits, right? If you want to be successful in your business, you have to be into the right mindset. If you have to accumulate great success, so what happens is, how is your expectation set, how are your mentors putting you into the right culture? Like me in network marketing, I just finished a 22 days tour with my team, Eagles Leadership, and what I was trying to culture and understand and make them the small marginal habits changing is that don't put too much of a task to your new distributors. Because what happens if when see, you cannot expect things to change overnight, right? Because you always have to go through the process, and the process is simple. If you're starting up in a business, you are not good at the business immediately, right? You come from an education background, or you're going to be coming through different work profiles, and when you get into the business of network marketing, you have to improvise on that also, and you have to start adapting to the changes, and it's not going to happen overnight. So if you start with the product based company like what we do, and if you take one product and you specialize yourself on that one product, and you start getting more and more better on that percently on 1% on a daily basis, and you do this for 365 days, what you see is a major difference happening. You grow 37%, you grow 50%, you grow 60% of your confidence. Same thing is, if I start with good habits, I'm going to start seeing the results. But what are your expectations with the results? So if I start saving little money today, I cannot be a millionaire in 1 month, right? It will take time, but I will reach that. Same thing is, if I want to be a person, want to be fit, I want to have a good physique, I can't do 6 days workout and expect that to happen in 1 month. No, you can go and see any person who's been working on Arnold Schwarzenegger, or you talking to Sylvester Stallone, or anyone. Just go and not. I'm not even talking to small people. I'm talking about these people who have taken years and years and years, and that's how they have this beautiful physique. So everything happens, but it all starts with 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, and what you repeat is what you get, right? If you keep repeating the wrong things, you will get the wrong results, and once you do go with the good things, you get the good results. So if you see people, when you start make tell them to do calls, right, you don't expect them to make 50 calls and 60 calls and call your people all right now before anybody approaches. No, 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 that's wrong. He's coming new into the business. You teach him firstly how to make a call. You basically be a part of that coaching of his, and then after that, when you once you see confidence in him, then you tell him to do 1% of change, making one call a day. And let him do that for the next 10 days, and in this 10 days or these 10 calls, he'll have 10 leads. Out of these 10 leads, he'll have a feedback, he'll have an education, he'll be exactly knowing what exactly went wrong with him, and each call he does, he'll have an improvisation, and this 1% of changes will get him to the next level. And from the next month, he can go with 2 calls and then 3 calls, and that's how these marginal changes of difference can start bringing difference in your business, guys. This is where it takes it doesn't take to make you 100 calls immediately. Like for instance, if I want to do a workout and I want to start with dips, and I do 100 dips on the day one, and 2 days I'll do it, and third day I lose the energy, fourth day I lose that maintenance of doing that hybrid of 100% commitment, because my body wasn't ready for it, right? And you're trying to push over it, so the energy is also losing up. So what happens then? You keep slipping, you don't see that happening for you, and then you get into your bad habits, and then you just get away and you say, this is not for me and I'm out of it, right? That is the wrong attitude in this institution of business building. If you want to really put it right, I start with 1 dip, 5 dips, 10 dips, 15 dips, and that's how it keep upgrading it. So I will also like to gradually pick up the speed, the energy, the strengthening, and everything will be giving me the great excitement to do that. So the process is something which starts with small and then it accelerates on a bigger scale. Same thing is with network marketing. You start with small and you will definitely see the result, because this is a business about long term. It's about repeating things more and more. So this is the institution where we need to all follow, and if you want to be successful in this business, we'll have to follow these basics. You can't innovate something which is going to happen, there's no immediate takeover to your success. So this is what I educate, this is what I want to train people on, this is what mindsets are, this is what habits can bring into you. So your habits are something which needs to be repeatedly keep going for you, and if this can be happening for you, you can see these routines and these changes in your life, and these small little improvement of your good habits can do a lot more to your businesses. So guys, this was my kind of culture which I'm training my people. I really want to send this to every network marketer, whoever is doing network marketing. I wish him good, and I really wish him great success, because we all feed our family, and I want everyone to take value from it, and all can imply this. If you really think if it's of any value to you, please do that. And I really am happy to grow this institution of quality leadership, and I want to educate each and everyone on the right mindset of network marketing. There are a lot of wrong push-ups of mindset which is given to young and these talented quality people who can be big names in the coming time with network marketing, but with wrong culture and wrong institution and wrong leadership, we really mess it up big time. So guys, this is a part of it. I'll